Hello, everybody. It's Naughty Nana Does right here, right now, on a sunny Thursday. Hope everybody's doing well. And if you're not, know there's somebody out there that's thinking about you. Can't get to you, but I'm thinking about you. So anyway, I just want people to know that there isn't any racer big enough to erase all the LGBTQ2 plus folks that are out there. There just isn't. And in my humble opinion, not sure of the statistics, but the way I see things working out, I believe that 98% of the Republicans, about 5% of Democrats, and 100% of the evangelical MAGA Christians out there are striving to rid the world of LGBTQ2 plus kids. Just saying. It's disgusting, isn't it? Now, they say the queers are degenerates and choose that lifestyle. How many 4-year-olds do you know say they want to grow up to be gay, lesbian, trans? None. That's who. None. Well, maybe except my son. When he was 8, he said he was going to lead the gay pride parade because he liked all the whistles and all the music and stuff. Just saying. But they no more want to grow, no more than a straight kid says that he wants to grow up to be an Irish leprechaun. There's no such thing, right? You are what you are. So anyway, ultra-MAGA terror mongers are doing their damnedest to shove them all back in the closet and just shut them up. You know what? If you ever met a drag queen, you know that ain't happening anytime soon. They don't hold their tongues, I'm just saying, and neither should they. Just saying. You got to get it off your chest. Now, everything they say about the community that I'm a huge ally of, they are guilty of themselves, most of them. Now, here's Carrie Lake, right? She had a friend for 25 years named Rick Stevens. Now, he performs in the Arizona area as Barbara Seville. Now, Lake had drag parties in her house where her own 9 or 10-year-old daughter was present. So drag shows in her own house. Plus, she went to some pretty seedy old hotels to watch the drag shows and stuff like that. And has also performed in drag and didn't mind it a bit and liked being out there on the stage and getting all the clapping and stuff. She didn't mind that. And then she turns around and says shit like, they kicked God out of the schools and welcomed the drag queen. Well, of course they welcomed the drag queen. And I say to that, yahoo! Yes, I say yay to that. Because you know what? Not everyone believes in their God. But I haven't met anybody that's gone to a drag show that actually didn't like it. Just say it. So, anyway, there's Governor Bill Lee. He's governor of Tennessee. Now, he banned all gender-affirming care for trans youth and bans drag shows from public view, including drag queens, kings, which Carrie Lake has performed as, from being in public. And then doesn't a picture turn up of him in drag with his little wig and his makeup on and his little boobies and everything else? You know, that wasn't disgusting. But you know what was disgusting? Was that tuck. Jesus, boy, you got to do something. You can't be having that stuff bouncing around like that. You got to tuck it up. Just saying. Uptight, baby, uptight. That tuck was obscene. Now, George Anthony Vagina Santos Ravash DeVolder, whatever the hell his name is, as a gay man is so starved for attention is he that he favors the Don't Say Gay bill. And he says he stands proudly behind not teaching our children sex or sexual orientation. But there he is in his big face there telling everybody that he's gay at all his rallies. And there's all kinds of families and kids there and everything else. But he doesn't mind telling all them they're gay. It's okay for him to say it though, right? But nobody else. But yeah, he's out there at rallies and stuff. I'm a proud gay Jewish man. Yeah, kiss my ass, Vagina George. Now, what about all those who attack trans kids? Seems like it's a record-breaking year for that, doesn't it? Oh, and before I move on, the lieutenant governor of Tennessee was also found to be hanging out trolling queer drag sites on on media sites and stuff like that. What does he say there? Oh yeah, he's also was all into getting rid of LGBTQ people and all that stuff and banning drag shows and everything. But there he is, one of those straight men trolling gay sites. That's right. And leaving little heart emojis and compliments on everything else on a 20-year-old boy's ass. Yeah. Okay for him, though, right? Yeah, it's okay for him. There's a picture of the 20-year-old performer with his butt in a big close-up, and he's got big heart emojis and everything else and saying how nice his ass is. So he can kiss mine. Just saying. Now, ultra-mega terrormongers are doing their damnedest to shove all of them back in the closet. Well, never met a drag queen, didn't have a big mouth. So anyway, now behind not teaching our children sex or sexual orientation, a lot of them are doing it regardless. Now, what about, because they're talking about all their straight gender, that's gender. That's talking about gender. Gay, straight, whatever, it's gender. And if you're going to ban one for all, it's all for one or none. Just saying. Now, 33 states have introduced over 100 bills that will take away the rights of trans people. And according to the Human Rights Campaign, 117 bills have been introduced, and most would affect trans youth and their parents. Trans youth already have higher rates of depression and suicide than their straight counterparts. Now, what about intersex kids? Don't talk about those. In my day, they were called hermaphrodites. It's outdated now. They're called intersex. But anyway, these kids are born with undefined sexual characteristics. These may include having internal sex organs and external genitalia, chromosome or other biological markers that are different from just male or just female. They could be male visually, but internally they could be male or a combination, or female or a combination of both. Now, 1 out of 2 of 2,000 births are born with differences of sex development. DSD is what they call it. Now, back in the day, parents chose which sex they wanted and surgically removed the other. Sounds like a little bit of trans. Now, many hospitals have DSD teams, and this is exactly what trans kids go through when they want to go through puberty blockers. They have to go through all this stuff. They meet with surgical or medical treatment teams, as well as genetics, urologists, pediatric endocrinologists, pediatric gynecologists, and psychologists, and they all help the parents to decide how or if to assign a gender to their child. Don't see them screeching and hollering about that, and I haven't heard any of that stuff or pearl clutching or anything else. Because you know why? Those kids aren't trans. That's why. They just don't like the word transitioning because you can't choose your sex. Well, what if you're born with 2? Just saying. But anyway, I personally don't see the difference. And at one point, it's the same thing. Whether it's the parents or the child is going to choose the sex that they feel most comfortably in. And that's all I'm saying. Nana loves you. Be good. Be safe. Be good to you. Like it. Love it. Share it. Subscribe to it. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. I love y'all. Bye.